countdown to elections continues. Welcome to InfoHub. First Oil exhibition opens at National Museum and Prime Minister headlines APNU AFC rally in Brooklyn. It is Friday, January 17, and it's 37 days to our Golden Jubilee Republic anniversary. Thank you for joining us. With the opening of the commemorative First Oil public exhibition, Guyanese from all walks of life are now able to see firsthand the historic first oil that was retrieved from the country's first oil production vessel, the Liza Destiny. The exhibition was officially launched on Thursday evening at the Guyana National Museum and is open to the public. Director of Energy Dr. Mark Baino expressed the government's keenness in ensuring the public can understand and experience firsthand as many aspects of this national endeavor as possible.
I join you to witness this launch of an exhibit which is designed to ensure that the children, youth, young people of Guyana, and anyone else who visit the museum in the future will be able to see the actual first drop of oil which was produced on Guyana's first Petroleum Day, December 20th, 2019. This is an especially significant moment since the exhibit is not only contain the first oil exhibit, but makes available to the public the actual model of the Liza Destiny, the first of at least 5 FPSOs expected to operate in the Stabroek Block over the next 4.
The First Oil exhibition provides an opportunity for Guyanese to learn more about the petroleum sector. It includes newspaper headlines after May 21, 2015, when ExxonMobil and its co-venturers announced the discovery of oil in commercial quantities at the Liza-1 well, and December 20, 2019, when Guyana officially became an oil-producing state. It also includes a scale model of Guyana's first floating production, storage, and offloading vessel, the Liza Destiny, as well as a sample of Guyana's first crude oil. In brief remarks, Exxon Country Manager Rod Henson stated that this represents the beginning of a new journey for Guyana.
First Oil represents the culmination of years of hard work and the beginning of a new journey for this amazing country and its people. It's been a journey that deserves to be recorded and shared with future generations. The Stabroek Block co-ventures ExxonMobil, Hess, and Sunuk are pleased to collaborate with the Department of Social Cohesion, Culture, Youth, and Sport, the Department of Energy, and the Guyana National Museum on this exhibition, as it provides an additional opportunity to recognize the efforts of all those involved.
In addition to being able to view the exhibits, Guyanese have the chance to be one of 10 lucky winners to receive a vial of Guyana's first crude. To enter, participants must take a selfie of themselves or with a group of friends in front of any part of the exhibition and upload it to their Facebook page and tag it to the Department of Culture as well as the Department of Energy. The competition runs until February 11. The photograph with the most likes or shares will win a vial. There will also be a firework display by the Guyana Defense Force supported by ExxonMobil tonight at 10:30 on the seawalls at Kitty Foreshore in Georgetown. The public is invited to attend the historic event. Prime Minister the Honorable Moses Nagamutu on Thursday evening headlined the APNU AFC rally held in Brooklyn, New York.
Guyanese in the diaspora turned out in their numbers on Thursday evening to receive Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu at a coalition rally held in Brooklyn, New York. As he addressed the ecstatic audience, Prime Minister Nagamutu reaffirmed that the future of Ghana lays in a coalition government. Decisions for the good of the country, he said, should be made collectively, adding that the current government believes strongly in integrity.
We have restored integrity in public life. There must be integrity in public life. And you have to live by the laws you make. And the laws must be applicable to everyone. When we got into the office, the first thing we did was to reintroduce integrity legislation. We recomprised the Integrity Commission
The Prime Minister noted that under the current administration, ministers are subjected to a higher standard.
I introduced a code of conduct for ministers and those who benefit from the public purse, and set out what those codes should be, what gifts they should receive, their relationship with persons who invest in the country. And I put 10 points as if they came from the 10 Commandments.
Prime Minister Nagamutu was accompanied by Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Karen Cummins. Also delivering remarks at the event was Dr. Joey Jagan, who endorsed the APNU AFC coalition. The highly successful meeting was organized by prominent coalition supporters in New York. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
The Guyana Defense Force is boosting its human resource and material capacity to better protect the country's borders, as the country is now an oil-producing nation.
Chief of Staff Brigadier Patrick West provided an overview of the force's transformation on Thursday at the annual Officers Conference held at State House. He said the process started last year with more active integrated patrolling in the border areas, and these would be increased this year with coverage expanded across both land and sea.
Now that the country is an oil-producing nation, the force must be better poised to handle some of the challenges that will arise and will do its best to maintain safety and security in this changed environment.
However, he noted that the force needed the equipment to complement its human resource efforts.
As the force continues this transformative process, ocean patrol vessels for the Coast Guard are necessary, helicopters for the Air Corps, and more off-road vehicles are also necessary in order to ensure, as a force, that we have the capabilities that are required to support an emerging oil industry.
The Army Chief said 2,272 ranks were trained locally last year, representing 73% of the force's strength. Some 2,257 were trained locally in 2017. In 2019, 317 ranks attended external academic institutions, compared to 197 in 2018 and 147 in 2017. This year's conference is being held under the theme Effective Transformation for Total National Defense. Isaiah Braffett for InfoHub.
Chairman of the Guyana National Broadcasting Authority, Leslie Sobers, has called out the PPPC General Secretary for peddling false accusations against the authority. The GNBA chairman says the opposition must respect the role of the agency.
General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic PPPC, Bharat Jagdeo, has accused the GNBA of sending letters for infractions only to Freedom Radio and other stations that are sympathetic to the PPPC. Chairman of the GNBA, Leslie Sobers, has refuted those claims on the basis of falsehood.
We have not sent out letters to his perceived sympathizers alone. We've sent out letters to a number of broadcasters who have committed certain infractions. The Special Investigative Committee has recently looked at the infractions for the last quarter. We will be looking at the infractions for this quarter at the appropriate time.
Contrary to the accusations, Sobers said letters were sent to MTV, WRHM, NTN, Hits and Jams, STVS, Scars Communications Incorporated, TVG Incorporated, Radio RGI, Blackman and Sons, CN Sharma and Freedom Radio.
What Mr. Jagdeo is going on with is totally against and contrary to what we are doing here. I believe that Mr. Jagdeo is pushing the envelope. He's trying to see if he can force the hand of GNBA. He's trying to see if he can get us to take action against them. So in this first quarter of 2020, he's doing all these things, and when we going about our work in the way in which we've organized it. We're dealing with the last quarter of 2019 right now. And that has nothing to do with any political statements.
The GNBA chairman said in the last quarter of 2019, the PPPC's Freedom Radio committed 32 infractions, including vulgarity, disparaging remarks, and other breaches of the Broadcasting Act.
We are not going to interfere with anybody's freedom of expression, but we are asking Guyanese, we are asking politicians, we are asking our broadcasters to exercise the professionalism with which they are, with which we expect them to operate. You see, the license is given with a certain degree of confidence reposed in the broadcaster that they will act in accordance with the law.
Sobers noted sternly that if the law is breached, broadcasters will face a special investigative committee for a corrective discussion. For InfoHub, Ayana George.
When the news returns, $2 billion feasibility study and designs for the rehabilitation of the Linden-Soesdijk Highway complete, and a Caribbean School of Data launched in Guyana. Details of these and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The $2 billion feasibility study and designs for the rehabilitation of the Linden-Soesdijk Highway is complete and is currently under review by the Ministry of Public Infrastructure.
Consultancy company Betson SRK Engineering spearheaded the report that was recently submitted. Once approved, it will be directed to the Ministry of Finance for the major road project to be included in Budget 2020. Residents along the highway and in Linden made representations for the thoroughfare to be outfitted with lights while the roadworks are in its infancy. As such, energy-efficient LED lights are being installed along the densely populated areas of the highway. Some of these areas include Kurukururu and Bamia. During the rehabilitation of the highway, the entire length from Soesdijk to Linden will have lights. On May 2, 2019, the consultancy company engaged Linden's City Council officials and the Region 10 Regional Democratic Council on the status of the studies and designs in an effort to garner their opinions. This engagement represented one of 3 that were held. In 2018, the coalition government invited proposals from local and foreign counterparts to provide consultancy services for the Linden Highway's feasibility study and designs. Funding for the construction of the highway has been secured from the World Bank. Shaquille Bourne for InfoHub.
Former backup dancer for Adrian Dutchin, Melissa Vanilla Roberts, shares how she became a lover of soca.
I will never ever forget the first time we had Soca Monarch that was up at Splashmans, and we had to dance for Adrian, which is myself and Rhonda Dunbar. And whilst we were backstage waiting, Compton Cooley Hodges was the person who had to go on, who performed before us. And when we saw his presentation, our minds were blown. And that was the first time that I fell in love with Soca Monarch, like completely, and I've never really left it.
Becoming a soca artist quickly gained her interest, trumping that of her dancing career. However, her journey to snatching the Soca Monarch title was a rocky one.
The thing is with the competition is like, for me, I've been unfairly treated. I'm not afraid to say that, but I'm also a person that never quits.
For this year's Carib Soca Monarch competition, Vanilla will be promoting her song, I Am 592. In 2007, Vanilla recorded the song Queen of the Band, which eventually won the Road March competition, beating the reigning Soca Monarch and 30 others. This was a significant achievement since this was her first year in that competition. In 2008, she lost the crown by 1 point. In 2009, she placed second at the Carib Soca Monarch competition with the song Rude, regaining her title as the Queen of the Road. In 2010, Vanilla captured 2 titles, Queen of the Road and GT&T's People Choice Award at the Soca Monarch, where she also placed second.
As we prepare for Elections Day on March 2, if you haven't done so as yet, check to ensure your name is on the revised list of electors. Voting is your democratic right. That's all for today. Connect with us on all our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Goodbye.